Hello everyone, I am Dr. Simi Agustin from the Department of Prosthodontics, Mahi Dental College and Hospital. So today we will be talking about Hanau Wide-Vue articulators. So this Hanau Wide-Vue articulator is a semi-adjustable type of articulator and it is based on arc-on principle. That means the condylar guidance is attached to the upper member and the condylar element is attached to the lower member. Okay, now coming to the parts of this articulator, basically it has an upper member, a lower member, condylar shaft, then it has condylar guidance assembly, it has an incisal pin and an adjustable incisal guide. This is the condylar guidance. So the condylar guidance is the control center of the articulator and this assimilates the functions of the glenoid fossa in a patient. This is the condylar track. In Hanau, you have a closed condylar track. This housing, this contains the condylar element. This prevents the accidental disengagement of the upper member. Now this is the fixed centric stop. This prevents the forward movement of anterior movement of the condylar element. This is a closed condylar track. The condylar track, it rotates in an enclosed housing. So this stops the condylar element from and prevents the accidental disengagement of the upper member. This is the protrusive inclination calibration that you see. It is from 0 to plus 60 degree and minus 20 degree. So this simulates the patient's medial wall of the glenoid fossa. The condylar track can also be adjusted on the vertical axis. This is from 0 to 30 degree. This is called as the progressive Bennett angle. This corresponds to the medial wall of the patient's fossa. This is the incisal pin. It is dual-ended. That means it has a spherical tip and it has a chisel edge. The function of an incisal pin is to act as to maintain the vertical stop. Suppose if we remove the pin, then the vertical stop is not maintained. That is the function of the incisal pin. Now the incisal pin has various grooves on it. These are the grooves which are calibrated according to difference. So the thick midline groove that we see, that is the position in which the articulator, it attaches to the upper member. And there are two annular grooves also. These are present at 34 mm from the Frankfurt horizontal plane and 54 mm from the Frankfurt horizontal plane. The chisel end of the incisal pin, it attaches to the central table of the incisal guide table. The 37 mm line, this is based on the Bonville's triangle and this generally represents the plane of occlusion. This 54 mm line, this was given by Luciello and Applebaum. This is used as a landmark for the alignment of the incisal edge of the upper centrals. So usually the teeth arrangement is done in such a way that the centrals are placed somewhere midway between both these lines. The incisal pin, it extends beyond the top of the upper member. So this provides a third point of stability when inverting the articulator for mandibular mounting. So this is the third point of stability. The spherical tip of the incisal pin, this is used when we are fabricating customized acrylic anterior guide tables. This is the adjustable incisal guide. This provides an independent adjustment of anterior guidance. So the incisal guide, it has lateral wings, a thumb nut, a thumb screw, a platform screw. The incisal table has lateral wings. The calibrations of this are from 0 to 45 degree. So by moving the thumb screw, we can change the lateral wings of the guide table. This platform screw allows us to reposition the incisal guide table. So by loosening the platform screw, we can reposition the incisal guide table according to the patient's calculation, that is L is equal to H by 8 plus 12. This is the orbital indicator. This it is crescent shaped and it represents the patient's infraorbital notch and is the anterior reference landmark of the Frankfurt horizontal plane. So when we are using a phased bow, this provides an anatomical vertical orientation of the upper arch and it is a reference line. These are the mounting plates for the Hanau Wide-Vue articulator. So these are attached to the upper member as well as to the lower member. Hope you all have understood the parts of the articulator. Thank you for watching.